welcome to the Friendly Talk podcast.
Yes, welcome to the Friendly Talk podcast. Yeah,
Eva and I
happened before this.
are both going through it. We're both single, just for the record, FYI.
Yeah.
But we both do want to get married eventually and have a family and have kids, correct?
Yes. I'm definitely a wifey material.
Yes.
Can't wait to cook and clean and suck dick for the rest of my life.
But there's this whole like epidemic on social media of women. I think feminism kind of ruined chivalry a little bit because the white feminists kind of went along with this notion that women don't need men. And I'm like, that's not true. I definitely need a husband.
I definitely absolutely want a husband and need a husband.
Yeah. I mean, do you need them like the oxygen you breathe? Of course not. You don't need anything.
You don't need any, yeah.
But like need is, I feel like white modern feminists made it modern white feminists made it like a cringe thing to be like, I'm trying to figure out how to say this without offending so many people.
Uh-huh.
I feel like modern white feminists made it cringe for you to say that you need a man. Like you're a loser or you're
it's a sign of weakness.
Yeah, and it's like that's not true. Just because I need a husband, it's a preference. I want to have a family. I want to have a stable home.
Right.
What's the problem?
You're right.
It's not a sign of weakness.
All right. So I do want to need a husband.
Yeah.
But if anything happens where it doesn't go that route in my life, will I be depressed and miserable? No.
Of course not. Because we have fulfilling lives.
There are women who, if they don't have a man, they're like, oh, I need a man. It's like, it's a really big thing for them. Like, it's really, their whole world revolves around the fact that they don't have that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do I want it? Do I feel like I need it? Need it to an extent.
To an extent, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only things you really need are like water, food, and oxygen.
Right.
So need is like a semantics.
Right.
Like,
but love is a human need. I'm not going to hold you. It is a human need.
Companionship is a
human need.
That's
a human
why they put you in solitary confinement to torture you.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Coming home, like I've been living alone for a long time now. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm like, oh, damn, I wish I was married. Like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to wake up alone. I don't want to go home alone. Like, sometimes it's amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's great. But sometimes I'm like, oh, damn, this sucks.
Yeah.
It gets kind of lonely.
Right. But then it's like, again.
I think men need women more than women need men.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I'm not talking about like financially or for protection or all that stereotypical bullshit. I'm just talking about like married men that are faithful. They save time. They save energy.
Yeah.
They're able to accomplish more.
Yeah.
They're stable. Like, I don't think people understand how much time single guys waste on trying to get pussy every weekend.
Yeah.
How
much money too. It's like
Like, I remember, I think it was Andrew Schultz. He said it once in a podcast or I read in an article or something where he was like, he focuses solely on his wife and his career. And that's why he's so highly successful.
Charlemagne says it. Charlemagne the God says it. Any man who is like successful and faithful, God.
Men need that. Men need that kind of stability, whereas women can kind of be okay without it. But I think men definitely need to be married, like by 30, 35 and like have a stable home. And because then guys that don't want that, when now I talk to guys in their 40s and they all regret still being single. They all hate it. All their friends are like going to their kids' graduations and recitals and they're home alone. And as much as they like to act like they don't care, they're like, oh, I'm living the life. I fuck bitches. They're lonely and sad.
Yeah, they're lonely and sad. Yeah, the ones who, being a player at that age, you try to brush it off like, yeah, I'm that nigga. It's a facade.
I will say.
It's got to be draining to have that many people rotating throughout your life at certain ages.
And then taking on all their like energy and drama.
All
and
that soul ties. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. I will say something that's underrated, I think, is solo traveling.
Yeah.
I love traveling alone.
Okay. So
I mean, it obviously depends where in the context of what I'm doing and whatever, but solo traveling is, I'm thinking of doing it more often.
I haven't done it yet. So I go places by myself, like, Jamaica.
Comedy.
Well, yeah, for comedy, obviously for work and stuff. But it's like, I'll go to Jamaica by myself. But it's like, I have mad friends and family there. And it's like, I know there. I know.
You're like going to
I know how to take the bus and shit. Like, I literally know I'm going to the crib. So that's different. But like, did I ever pull up to somebody else's place by myself? Nah. Not yet, at least.
I mean, obviously there's like risks, there's safety, and there's
of course
whatever. But
you could be at risk right here in a motherfucking city. Jump on a train.
You know how people get pushed down in front of a train and the news doesn't report it? Like you could. I think after I went to Italy with my friends, my girlfriends, I had a great time, but I was like, oh, like I could do this on my own too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it felt fine. So I think that's definitely something that I want to explore before I get married, because my husband's gonna be like, bitch, where are you going by yourself? Like,
right. Would you let your husband go on a solo trip?
Depends where and why.
Would you let your husband go on a boys trip?
Depends where and why.
He going to DR.
For what?
Him and his boys want to go to DR.
No.
Yeah, you know what niggas do in DR.
Yeah, they're fucking bitches and hookers. And, yeah.
Men go there solely for vagina. Because
girls can go out with their girls and have fun and drink and dance and laugh and go home and sleep.
Yeah.
Men can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Majority of men, I'm sure there's some who go places and behave themselves, but majority of men, once you put in liquor and weed or whatever, they're drunk and they're in a foreign land and they feel like this bitch will never, ever see him again.
So I want to get your opinion on something.
Mm-hmm.
My friend's dating this guy for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
She lent him money for, I don't know what, he's paying her back little by little, whatever, but he owes her like a substantial amount of money, right? This motherfucker goes with his friend, like, while he's owing her money to the strip club and like drops money on strippers while he owes his girlfriend money. Do you think that that's like an issue?
Yeah, something's not right. Something's not right.
First like, he should be spending that money to pay her back.
Right.
Like, not giving.
He should be like, damn, the fact that I even had to hit my girl up for bread in itself is embarrassing. But thank God I have this girl to fall back on. So now that I'm up, let me show her I appreciate her by at least giving her bread back. No, instead he worried about ass and titties from strangers. Yeah, nah.
Because I asked him, like, and like he was gaslighting her, and he was like, oh, you're so insecure and it's not a big deal, and I was out with my boys and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he's not getting the severity of like, you owe your girlfriend money and then you're giving other women money, because that money is going straight to the strippers. Like, you're literally giving them money.
Yeah.
While you owe your girlfriend money.
Yeah, are they still together?
No.
Okay.
But that wasn't the reason they broke up.
That should have been the fuck. That would have been my reason. He would have never seen my black ass again.
Crazy?
Yeah. He would have never even. I don't give a fuck if it was $20 you owed me.
Yeah. Exactly. Like the money. Like I think he was trying to justify it by like, oh, I only spent a couple $100, but like it shouldn't have even been a quarter.
Yeah.
Like,
you owe me bread. I was your safety net, as I should be as your partner.
And you're giving other women money.
Yeah, I have no problem being my man's safety net.
Yeah.
Because a man's a provider, but if God forbid something happens and he can't provide for the temporary time, I got him.
Yeah.
But you over here, before you pay me back, you paying bitches rent? Oh, no, I'm good.
That's crazy, right?
I'm good.
So I'm not crazy for telling her that it was insane. Because I felt bad at one point. I felt like, am I making a problem for her? Like, am I just being too much? And then I was like, no, wait, this is a little crazy. And I wrote into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said that he was trifling. So
yeah.
Bro, I be talking to ChatGPT like
I never used that.
It's amazing.
Remember you and Remy was the one that put me on.
Eva,
I still haven't used it.
Use it. Like, I mean, I use it for everything. I twisted my foot boxing. I took a photo of it. I put it into ChatGPT and I was like, diagnose this for me. And they told me what to do, Oh yeah, I noticed that. What happened? Was it from fighting? Yeah. They told me what to, like, everything a doctor would have told me, ChatGPT told me to do. I was like, oh, I'm moving around and I feel like it's some liquid. They're like, you have this and you have that. Like, I've literally wrote into ChatGPT, like, am I being dramatic, and explain the situation that I'm going through. And they give me the breakdown of the psychology of the person and why they did it. Like, it's amazing.
Yes. The shit I'm going through.
Just be like, hey, and literally you could voice note it. I'm dating this guy, X, Y, and Z. What do you think? And it would literally tell you in detail the psychology behind it, what you should do if you need help, if you need what you want, if you want the robot to give you steps on how to get out of the situation. Like, it's probably one of the coolest tools ever in my lifetime.
Yeah. Wow.
And literally it comes up in seconds.
The thing is, though, the situation I'm going through now, I already know what it is. I know it's gaslighting. I know it's whatever.
But I'm just saying, just use it as an example to like suss it out, because also when you make an account, it kind of like gets to know you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it gets to know who you are.
AI,
because you keep asking it specific things and like what you want, and then it'll break you down as a person, and it'll remember. So the next time you ask another question, it'll give you advice based off of the kind of person you are. It's like really freaky.
Yeah, it sounds.
And then like the second robots like get a hold on this, we're all dead. But like I literally asked it like. I literally asked ChatGPT last week. I was like, a guy told me that he doesn't know how to drive stick, and it gave me the ick. Like, because
when a man drives stick, that is so sexy, son.
Like, you can't be a man and not know how to drive stick.
If you know how to drive stick, I want to drive your stick for sure.
No. Every man should know how to drive stick.
That is some sexy shit right there.
Like, it's super feminine.
It's sexy when a woman knows how to drive stick too. I wish I knew.
But you're a man. You should know how to do that.
Yeah,
and if you don't, it just makes you like, ew. What do you mean you don't know how to drive stick? You don't know how to change a tire? You don't know how to do anything?
Yeah.
You're just a woman at that point.
Yeah.
ChatGPT told me that I was being judgmental. No, really. It kind of checked me. And I was like, you shouldn't judge people. Some people never had the opportunity to learn and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, damn.
No, so.
Not ChatGPT calling me a bitch.
Right. So there's men who don't know how to drive stick. Yeah, it's cool. I don't know how to drive stick. It's fine, whatever. But it is very sexy when a man knows how to drive stick. I'll say that.
Men learn how to drive stick.
It's very sexy.
Or like when a man is not handy.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
you gotta call somebody for everybody, for everything, yeah.
You can't fix that. You can't just do. I think I was born in the wrong generation. I should have been born in like the 1800s where like we lived on farms and I wore a prairie dress.
I do not want to be born in the 1800s.
And men were like actual men and they went off to fucking war and die.
I would have been a house slave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, being repeatedly raped by my master.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
no, thank you. Awful and hilarious.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good. I have a hard enough time in 2025 with the racism. Guys used to go to war and die, and now they can't drive stick. And we've just come such a long way from how men should be, and it's really sad and upsetting. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like that's what I'm gonna start asking men when they try to like get to know me. Like, do you know how to drive stick? Are you registered to vote?
Right.
Like, what are your thoughts on Roe v. Wade? If he says, what's that? You got to get the fuck out of there. Like.
Unless he's not American. If he's like, if you meet a hot Italian, who cares if he doesn't?
Yeah, but there's specific questions that you need to get right off the gate.
You know, I used to ask when I was out dating, I used to ask people like, who's your favorite comedian? And when they used to certain names, I'd be like, oh yeah, I would never fuck you because because intelligence is directly related to comedy. So like if there was certain names like, oh, he or she is so fun. I'm like, oh yeah, that's so lowbrow that I'm good on you, sir.
Yeah, I was talking about comics with this guy once. And he just kept naming white female comics that weren't funny. And he was like, she's amazing and she's hilarious. And I'm like, no, you just love white women.
That was a list of people he wanted to fuck.
He was a black comic. And I'm like, oh, you just have internalized like self-hatred. And that's why you're only going after white female comics.
Yeah.
Because you didn't name not one black female comic. And I can name 10 that are
hysterical. And
greatest of all
not even
time.
Myself included.
All the greatest comics of all time, both men and female, are black.
But yeah.
That's just a fact.
Yeah.
So for you to name a few comics, and I'm not saying that they're awful comics, they're great, whatever, but like for you to be like, to hype them up the way you did, you're like, oh, honey, you need therapy. You hate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get myself canceled. Men, learn how to drive stick.
Please do. It's so sexy.
I love you guys.
Learn to fix a leaky pipe so you could
change a tire.
Right. Yeah.
Something. Fix a shower head.
Mm-hmm.
Kill a bug. Go to war and die. Thank you.